I'm up here at the Ginkgo Petrified Forest in Vantage, Washington. And anyway, this is just a really cool place that you can stop off of before you cross the bridge to the Columbia Bridge. Look at this. Look at how the pitch inside the tree turns into like glass, or I don't know what I want to say, but interesting. That's a chunk of wood. That's a chunk of wood, but I mean, they're stone, but look at that. Look at the detail. Then the interesting part is there's moss growing on this stone. Look at this huge chunk. This one's really cool looking too. It's got moss growing on it. It's stone though. This here makes me think that marble countertops, or yeah, it might be made out of gigantic slabs of petrified tree or something. This one over here is really cool looking too. Look at this. It's a rock, you guys. How cool is that? The knots right in it. Millions and millions and kabillions of years ago. Or maybe just a few hundred or a few thousand years ago. Like they have all these different kinds. So just random pieces, chunks of rock. Over there they got obsidian, Arizona petrified wood. So I believe you can buy these chunks. They're not open right now. It's cold up here. Look how cool that is. Got them just laying around here. Get the reddish on that. These being this close to the Columbia River and really looking like this washed out at one time, I wonder if being underwater, mineralization and water and pressure causes these to petrify. Like if this, so the Columbia River is right there. In fact, there's the other side where you go up. They've already crossed. So that's a few miles away, those cars. Interesting, they have these pieces out here too, because I've claimed these are something else, and look at the reddish streaks in these. I've kind of claimed that these look like, just gonna say it, they look like a cross section of a bone. I mean, you have to ask yourself, what would cause it to have all that red? It's the inner concave usually on one side. What makes them concave on this side? Is that like a joint? So look, it bows out on this side, and this one's flat on that side. But look at the mineralization that looks like It actually comes off on my finger a little. Sure looks like blood. That's cool. Watch this. Turns a nice red. Don't know. And that looks like, has the appearance of slate. Watch, it's gonna chip off right here. So it's super old, strong rock that's lasted forever, okay? I guess I'm wrong. Thought it would chip off. Guess I was kind of wrong. Wow, this one's cool looking. What do you think these are? They're concave on one side. Most of them are concave on one side, protruding out on the other. See that? Let me know if you... any guesses? Look though, why would it have like spidering veins on the inside? Maybe it's something else that's organic, but I just can't figure out what would be have that shape to it, right? There's a big one. A bigger chunk. Just wonder what those were. They're almost all the same size. Would have been cut off. So that's been cut off on those two sides. So it should be more that round look. So here's a round, okay, so they're cutting them off so they sit well, but here's a round one. Kind of oval, concave on this side. The interesting part is once you've broken past the layer, see what's in there? Anyway, cool stuff. Cool rocks. Ginkgo Gem Shop. We got a pterodactyl. Because we want you to know. Wow. This is the outer ring of the tree. So it's a birch tree. This was a birch tree. If it's white like that on the outside, yeah. Yeah. Too cool. Got to take a picture of that. Wow. I mean, it looks like rotted wood, but it's stone. It had to do it in a short amount of time. So the rotted tree became mineralized and petrified. Because if it took a long time to happen, this rot couldn't have turned to rock. This rot underwater and stuff, like when you have a tree do this in a couple years just in your backyard, this all rots out and sloughs away. It doesn't last. I've got a couple trees on my property that already just one winter, this doesn't stick around. This breaks down. So to have it mineralize and petrify means it had to happen in a short period of time. That's a bug. That right there is a bug. I just touched his leg and he moved. That's like a walking stick or something. Look at that. He's only got 4 legs. That's his face and that's his tail. Ah! See that? Oh, no, I had it backwards. That's his head face. Right there, he's mad now. And that was his tail. Sorry, buddy. All right, it is cold up here. It's in the 20s.